I'll sell you a story for the price of your attention. I thought I was hearing things. At first, it only happened when I walked around the house, like something was following just a step behind me. So I stopped moving, but I still heard one more step. They didn't stop. I tried to ignore it at first, told myself it was just the house settling or something, echoing off the walls, but the timing was always the same. Just a moment after I moved, it followed. I even changed how I walked, slower at first, then faster, trying to see if I could throw it off. But no matter what I did, it just stayed behind me. That's when it stopped feeling like noise. It wasn't random. It wasn't the house. It was reacting. I tested it again. I stood still, holding my breath, waiting for it. Nothing. But the second I moved, it moved too. It wasn't just following me anymore. It was waiting, like it knew exactly when I would move. I started hesitating before every step, waiting longer each time, just to see if it would break. But it never did. I tried stopping mid-step once, just to see what would happen. I didn't even put my foot down. I just froze, and a second later, I still heard it. That's when I realized it. It wasn't behind me anymore. It didn't need to be. I turned around slowly, expecting nothing. That would have made sense. That would have been normal. But I didn't see anything. And somehow, that was worse, because it meant whatever it was didn't need to be seen. I started walking again, slower this time. Not because I wanted to, because I needed to know if it would still follow. I tried to change the rhythm, took 2 quick steps, then stopped, waited longer than before, just to see if I could break whatever it was doing. But it didn't break. It adjusted, like it understood exactly what I was trying to do, and corrected itself. That's when I stopped testing it, because I wasn't sure anymore if I was the one in control of the pattern. So I stood completely still, not moving, not breathing, just waiting. And that's when I realized it wasn't following me anymore. I didn't move, not even a little. I wanted to be sure. If it made a sound now, it wouldn't be because of me. And it did. Right there, in the silence, I heard it. Again. Not behind me. Not delayed. Just there. I turned slowly, trying to figure out where it was coming from. But the house felt different. Like the sound wasn't to a place anymore. I took another step, just to see if anything had changed. And for a second, nothing happened. But then it came back. Not behind me, not even close by, where I was standing. That's when I realized it wasn't following my steps anymore. It was making its own. I stopped again, not to test it this time, just because I didn't know what else to do. And in that moment, I understood something I wish I hadn't. It was never behind me. After that, I stopped trusting the silence, because it didn't mean anything anymore. I started hearing it, in places it shouldn't be. In the hallway, in the kitchen, even when I knew I hadn't moved at all. Sometimes steps come too soon, sometimes too late, but it was always there. I stopped walking as much after that, tried to stay still, tried to stay quiet. Like if I didn't move, it wouldn't have a reason to follow. But it didn't need a reason anymore. It was already there before I even moved. I stood there longer than I should have, waiting, listening, hoping it would stop. And by the time I realized that, it was already too late. If you heard it too, don't ignore it. Subscribe for more.